we talked about strategy and tactics. Okay. And it's all about learning how to say these things that will make the profound difference in your marketing results. The results have been instrumental, right? The results that we've used for our clients have been instrumental in providing the success in industries across the board, right? We cover 52 industries on our software. We're the Baskin Robbins of business coaching, okay? 52 flavors. I don't care what you do. We've got something for you. The system that we talk about, we work with business coaches, social media consultants, contractors, bankers, and obviously real estate uh, folks and brokers and mortgage brokers, restaurant owners, software companies, doctors and dentists and healthcare companies. Everybody's got a message. All right. When you master your message, you will then start selling your products based on value and worth, right? So Tony says you must know first who's your market. That's absolutely 100% correct. In order to talk to yourself, really, my avatar is usually myself. I picture myself in these businesses because I've been there. Not everybody can do that, but I'm in a bit of a distinction in that I was a business owner for so long. I know the ins and the outs and the fears and the frustrations and the worries and what keeps the business owner up at night. Maybe you make something that has nothing to do with what you've ever done in the past. You've got to identify who is buying that. Where do they live? What do they look like? How much money do they make? Are they married? Do they have kids? What school systems do they like? Where do they shop? Right? Where do they socially scroll? Where do they hang out? Where do they eat? Once you get this clarity picture, this very clear picture of who your client is, it's so much easier to deliver the message to them, the message of who you are and how you can help them. Mastering the message, Fabio says, keys to building value in the eyes of your clients. That's right. So once you do this, you're going to drive more leads. You're going to convert at a higher percentage. So your close ratio is going to go up. You're going to increase your number of sales. When you get more leads and you close higher, guess what happens automatically? Your sales goes up. You get bigger bang for your marketing buck, right? Your return on investment, your pay per clicks, all that stuff. And finally, you'll have control over the marketing and lead gen results that you're putting out there. And it's such a great thing to get that control, to not put money into something that you're not sure if it's going to work. It stinks. It sucks. I've been there. And it took a long time to figure this out. And luckily, I've come across the right people. I paid the right coaches. I've always got a coach or two, right? My wife's listening right now, so I can't even tell you. Literally, I cannot tell you how many coaches I have right now because she'll kill me. But I've always got at least a coach or two that I'm trying to make myself a little better. And so let's get the purpose of messaging. What is the number one reason for marketing? There's a lot of reasons, and there's a lot of legitimate, but the number one is to get your attention, get the attention of the client, get the attention of the prospect. You want to help facilitate the prospect's decision-making process by getting their attention. There are prospects out there who need what you're selling. People really have a lot of self-depreciation about themselves sometimes, these salespeople. No, be proud. You're providing a product and a service that somebody needs. It's your job, it's your duty to provide them with this product and service. How do they know that they need it? Well, maybe you need to let them know they need it. Maybe they don't know yet. That's fine. But that's what we talked about in a couple weeks ago about the conversion equation, getting that attention and working with the articulated response and all that. But we're just talking now about marketing overall. We're not going to go that deep tonight. Sometimes you need to be educating your clients as to what you sell and how you sell it and what separates you from your opponents, from your competition. If they already know they want it, now they're trying to decide who they should buy it from. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road when it comes to having people make decisions based on value rather than basing their decision on price, which is the worst thing that you want to find yourself into, is a price war with somebody. So they might think that what you have to sell, they have questions for, but they don't really know the answers, and they're looking for you to be that subject matter expert. And so again, we got back into drip campaigning and how to overcome the objections before they even get to you. So when they get to you to buy, they just are looking for that value in that product, and they'll pay more money for it because you've done a good job with building that value. So we call this thing everything is wrong. Everything you know about marketing is wrong because prospects are not experts. They don't know anything about the relevant issues surrounding the purchase that they want to make. All they do know is they want to make the best decision. They don't want to overpay. They don't want to get hosed, and they do want to get more value than they paid for. They want a deal. And how can they get so confident that what they're about to make, the choice they're about to make, is the right choice, that they actually choose you based on the value and education you given them based over what it cost. And if it does come down to the bottom line is you've got such a great message and your competitor does, then we start getting into some other things like bundling, changing the game, right? If you're not winning the game, change it. And that's where we get into bundling. You change the offer. Okay. You're not going to take value away from the product. You're not going to take price away either, but you might take something else and add it as an added value that's not going to cost that much, and that's going to increase the value of the overall deal, but it's also going to change the deal. So they can't compare what you're giving them now to the competition because you've bundled it with something else. Then we go into the downselling and upselling and cross selling, and man, we can go all night and go down those rabbit holes very, very fast. But we're just talking about getting their attention right now, not them on the phone, not making the final decision and bringing them through to the goal line, across the goal line. We're talking about just figuring out what makes the people make these best decisions possible and make it feel like they don't have to second guess themselves, that they've got the buying decision. Making yourself the master of this is key. Getting your voice on paper, getting your voice on your website, getting these words. Fabio said, price is what customers pay. Value is what customers get from your product and your services. Make sure they have the value, and your value is much higher than the price you're charging. Absolutely. That's true. But even when that value is so high, your prices can be higher than they were once you start telling them what that value is. Remember, we talked about the internal perception and external perception, or the internal reality and external perception. We'll get into that in a little bit here. But yeah, going with the AB plan, Tony says, and Christy says, what about the 2 hour of research on my ideal client today? I was surprised at some of the characteristics. Always good to update as more comes out. Absolutely, Christy. One of the best things about keeping up with your avatar is new technology comes out. So there's new ways to talk to them. And so keeping up with that avatar and going with the newest technology, new messaging, new products, new services, a way to get that in front of them is necessary. And Tony says the best marketing plan is to go waste time with the wrong audience. All right. You say the best marketing plan goes to waste time. I don't know. I think you're missing a word here. Maybe it's my reading comprehension tonight. Fabio talks about having a coach or two. Make sure that you evolve beyond your own expectations. Yeah, my expectations are always high, and so to get those to be exceeded for myself, I'm most competitive with myself. So that is very important, is keep that coaching up there. So back over here to the to the what's and the hows of the marketing. No, showing the quantifiable proof that you can actually provide the best deal in terms of price and value, showing them in advance. That's the drip campaign, all that stuff we talked about. That is very important because that's how you do it. Thanks for watching that video segment. If you enjoyed it and like to see more content just like that one, click over here. If you'd like to see that video in its entirety, click over here. Thank you.